everybody, Liz Levine with Signature College Counseling. So this week's Tuesday Talks with Liz, we're going to talk about how to request a letter of recommendation on Naviance, or you can also say how to add a teacher recommendation on Naviance. So let me first start by saying that not all schools, high schools, want you to request letters of recommendation through Naviance. Okay, some of them want you to request them through the Common App or the proprietary application that you're completing, or whatever application you're completing. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to talk about how to request a letter of recommendation on Naviance. So you can do it a few different ways. When you log into Naviance, you can click on colleges I'm applying to, and that always lists all of your colleges. And you can scroll down to the bottom where it says letters of recommendation request. It's a hyperlink. So you click on that, and there's all different ways to get there as well. You can go to the home button and click on letters of recommendation as well. But then you get to the letters of recommendation screen. And there's a button that says add request. There's actually two buttons that say add request. They're the identical button. You can click on either one. So you click add request. And by the way, at this point, all your schools will be showing in your list. And then you're going to see that once you click on add request, it'll say select a teacher. And you click on that and you look at the whole list of teachers that's available, and you select the teacher that you want to ask for a letter of recommendation. So you select that teacher, and then if this teacher is only going to be, their letter of recommendation is only going to be sent to select schools, you can select the specific schools by clicking on the box next to each school that you want to send this letter of recommendation to. I'd say more times than not, you're going to send it to all your schools, all schools that require or even allow a letter of recommendation. There's some schools that don't allow a letter of recommendation at all, and there's some that only allow one, like Binghamton only allows one, and University of Pittsburgh doesn't want any. So let's assume at this point in time that you're going to send it to all of the schools on your list that allow letters of recommendation. So you're going to click on, after you select the teacher, you're going to select on the select all button. All of the check marks will show next to those schools that allow letters of recommendation. And then when you scroll to the bottom of the screen, there's a box for you to type in a note to your teacher. I always have my students write a note to the teacher, thanking them for agreeing to write their letter of recommendation. Let them know, if I typically have my students email them their resume, so they can say, I've sent my resume to you as well. Sometimes the school wants you to complete some forms. You can tell them that you've completed the forms for letters of recommendation. And then once you write your note and you sign it, you can click on add request. You can click on, submit on the bottom right corner. Once you submit it, that teacher will show up, and then you'll see the status will say requested. You'll know when that teacher submitted their letter of recommendation. This is very important. You'll know when that teacher submitted their letter of recommendation, because that status will change to either in progress or submitted. Very important that you continue to go back to the screen until it says in progress or submitted. And of course, always ask your teacher if they'll write a letter of recommendation before you add them to Naviance. You need to get their agreement and go ahead in order to do so. Liz Levine with Signature College Counseling, making your college admissions journey easier to navigate.